So, Skibidi Toilet has lore, and the lore started picking up right around episode 73. And as you just saw now, it was front and center within this episode. This is one of the first few instances in where we get to see actual heavy lore. So after this lore segment, Camerawoman gets up and puts her tablet away. She prepares her weapons and exits the camera copter. She shoots 2 oncoming toilets and flies down directly towards another toilet. She knocks the glasses off the toilet and punctures its eyes. The toilet tries attacking her, but she dodges the attack and pulls out her spiky plunger. She slaps the toilet in the face a few times, dodges an attack, and then slams her plunger into the face of the toilet. She prepares 2 toilet paper grenades and jumps off the toilet while flipping it off with both hands. The toilet screams, then explodes. After this, Camerawoman looks to the side of her and helps up a medic cameraman. She then turns around after getting shot by a few toilets. Time slows down as she locks onto each and every toilet. After locking onto the toilets, she shoots out giant energy beams towards them, which ends up destroying every single one. She turns around once more and sees the 2 cameramen beside her giving her a thumbs up. She then walks forward, and as she does, an explosion happens on the top right corner of her vision. She looks at it and seemingly misses the fact that the secret agent was standing there watching her. She follows the 2 cameramen in front of her until some energy blasts disrupt their progress. She looks over and gets introduced to the Berserker mutant toilet. Now, according to the Skibidi Toilet wiki, this is in fact the same toilet that we saw getting stabbed in episode 62. So it seems that he has somehow healed over the course of these 11 episodes. How he miraculously recovered is still somewhat of a mystery. I would love to see a legitimate reason as to how a Skibidi Toilet can heal so quickly just like this toilet, because this feels like it should be explained in a little bit more detail. After the Berserker mutant makes his entrance, he crushes the cameraman and proceeds towards Camerawoman with his arms ready to grab her and his face eerily smiling. He looks up beyond Camerawoman and immediately changes his expression. He then flies off to escape the oncoming danger. As he does this, Camerawoman looks behind her to see the puppet of the scientist flying in. The puppet shoots its lasers towards the 2 airborne Skibidi toilets. It ends up destroying these 2, and after it completes this action, it stares at Camerawoman. She then hears a beep on her tablet and looks down to see TV Woman controlling the puppet from within. She looks back up and gives the puppet a thumbs up. After this, some Skibidi toilets make their way through the battlefield. TV Woman shoots towards one Skibidi toilet carrier and ends up knocking down the cargo container. After this, G Toilet makes his way into the scene. As he does this, he looks at the scientist puppet with a horrified look on his face. As we all know, the scientist died in episode 70, and I think G Toilet has just now realized what has happened. He rams into the scientist puppet as it is shooting its laser beams. He knocks it to the side and the puppet shoots out more laser beams. G Toilet gets a good shot on it and then completely destroys it with laser beams of his own. Camerawoman reaches out but is ultimately unable to save TV Woman from within the puppet. Camerawoman looks back at G Toilet and we could still see a saddened expression on his face. And a little side note here, I just really love the emotion that Boom had started to put on G Toilet specifically here. He feels real. After this, Camerawoman flies on top of a building and immediately starts to shoot at the toilet carrier. After she does this, G Toilet intervenes and prepares to kill her off, but gets interrupted by his toilet carrier falling towards the ground. After the carrier falls down, G Toilet faces Titan TV Man. Titan Cameraman flies into the scene. G Toilet then turns around to see Titan TV Man teleporting in right behind him. Titan TV Man tells him that there is nowhere to run, and G Toilet responds with, and after this, Titan TV Man tells him that whatever is coming, he won't be alive to see it. After hearing this, G Toilet prepares his lasers and says, and then he immediately gets attacked by Titan Speaker Man, but protects himself with his energy shield. He then focuses his attack on Titan TV Man, but Titan TV Man ends up absorbing the energy of his lasers, and tells him that he's the last thing he'll ever see. As he has his red screen of death up, G Toilet uses this chance to send in a flying energy orb with green particles in it towards Titan TV Man's core. This ends up disrupting Titan TV Man. My theory for why this is because of the green energy. The color green is closely related with the secret agent, so maybe G-Toilet has some connections with the secret agent and has been able to use some of his powers. After distracting Titan TV Man, G-Toilet gets shot in the side of his face by Titan Speaker Man. He pulls his shield up as Titan Speaker Man is shooting at him and does the same thing he just did to Titan TV Man. Titan Cameraman comes in and removes one of his lasers, and G-Toilet takes notice of his Astro Detainer Claw and attempts to do the same trick he did to the Astro Detainer. But Titan Cameraman shoves it away and wags his finger at him. G-Toilet flies a little higher in the air, shoots his lasers, and dodges an attack from Titan TV Man's blade. He takes a hit from his core and gets impacted from Titan TV Man's lunge. As he does this though, the radio tower right next to Titan TV Man glows green. So maybe the secret agent intervened here and used some of that green energy that G-Toilet just used to misalign Titan TV Man's attack. Titan Cameraman then redirects G-Toilet's energy right back at him. G-Toilet blocks this attack with his energy shield and laughs as Titan TV Man shoots out a laser from his core. What he fails to realize this time is the fact that Titan Speaker Man approaches from behind him, destroying some of his armor. He puts up his energy shield as he tumbles to the ground to block Titan Cameraman's attack. He then extends his head to bite off one of Titan Speaker Man's cannons. Titan Speaker Man uses the other one and shoots it directly into his mouth. He then uses his core but gets knocked back by a headbutt from G-Toilet. He gets back up from his tumble and cries out. But before he can do anything, a parasite comes in and starts to take over, which is kind of a nice little callback to his past here. Titan TV Man teleports right beside him and says something that I am not going to be repeating. Use your imagination as to what he says. Titan Speaker Man directs his attention towards Titan TV Man, but gets knocked down in the process. After this, several toilets come in to try and distract Titan TV Man. G-Toilet smiles and turns to face Titan Cameraman, but gets met with Titan Cameraman grabbing his face and smashing it to the ground. And as he does this, he starts to shoot his lasers to fry his face alive. G-Toilet screams in pain as Titan Cameraman holds his head. Eventually though, the Berserker Mutant Toilet comes in and throws a grenade at Titan Cameraman's head and shoots lasers at it. It blows up and Titan Cameraman throws the Berserker towards the ground. He tries to stomp him but misses. This stomp ends up making a suicide bomber come out of the ground. It latches onto his leg and he tries to pull it, but it ends up exploding. After the explosion, Camerawoman looks at her arm to see that it got blown off from the impact of the explosion. She looks up at Titan Cameraman and G-Toilet. G-Toilet then starts to scream and pins Titan Cameraman down. So in this instance, the roles have just been reversed. Titan Cameraman grabs onto his head to prepare for an attack, but gets overwhelmed by G-Toilet's bigger attack. Titan Cameraman grunts in pain, but before any major damage is done, Titan Speaker Man shows up with the parasite removed and stabs G-Toilet in the eye multiple times with a knife. He shoots him a couple of times too before getting knocked to the ground. G-Toilet then rams into Titan Speaker Man 2 times and shoots his lasers at him. Titan Speaker Man gets up and uses his speakers to try and deafen G-Toilet, but G-Toilet is unfazed and screams as loud as he can while shooting his lasers at him. This knocks Titan Speaker Man onto his back. He tries to hold G-Toilet in place with his foot to try and punch him, but it gets bitten clean off. He does the same thing with the other foot, but it's still of no use. G-Toilet laughs while backing up to prepare to finish Titan Speaker Man, but gets attacked by Titan TV Man in the process. He narrowly escapes from the attacks and says, but Titan TV Man isn't buying any of this and shoots a laser out of his core and lunges towards him. G-Toilet screams and backs away. And after this, Titan TV Man does one of the coldest things ever. He turns around, faces towards G-Toilet, and presents his red screen of death, all while getting attacked by suicide bombers. He shoots another laser out of his core, but G-Toilet blocks it with his energy shield. He then shoots another laser towards a carrier toilet, which knocks it out of the air. G-Toilet then says, and attaches what was in the cargo containers to his body. He then flies into Titan TV Man and escapes. Camerawoman looks at Titan TV Man. For a second, he just stands there. Then he looks to the buildings with toilets and destroys them. In the original part 2 video, Titan TV Man actually yells in frustration. But in the full episode, this is completely removed. I really wish this specific detail was not removed in the full episode, because it builds onto the character of Titan TV Man and how he wants to kill G-Toilet. That yell of frustration tells us that he is mad he let him escape. After destroying the buildings, he faces Camerawoman with an angry gesture and teleports away. After he teleports away, Titan Cameraman gets up, and after he does this, Titan Speaker Man crawls towards him. Titan Cameraman grabs him and puts him on his back, and the two venture off to recoup with Titan TV Man. Camerawoman turns around and goes back towards the buildings. She looks over at a few cameramen and then looks directly in front of her to see a new character that we have never seen before. This character will be known as the Energized TV Man. He tells Camerawoman to mind her own business, and after this, Camerawoman starts to bleed out. The blood in this particular instance is actually quite interesting. Why exactly is she bleeding out? Does she still have some human components left in her that makes her bleed out like this? This is definitely something I would like to see explained in a little bit more detail. The medic cameraman approaches her and patches her up. He thumbs up and gets a surprise attack to the shoulder with an axe. Camerawoman turns around to see a bloody mutant toilet with another axe in hand. He prepares to attack, but gets a surprise attack from TV Woman. She stabs it, then burns it alive with her orange TV beam. She then stares at Camerawoman with an annoyed expression. As she does this, we get to hear gunshots in the distance. Camerawoman takes action and flies over to investigate. She approaches a set of doors which magically open for some reason. Then after the doors open, she sees some toilets. She ends up killing all of them and moves forward. Right before she does, we get to see a dead human body. In literally 10 seconds, this will start to make sense. She tries opening the door, and when that doesn't work, she kicks it open, prepared to shoot whatever's inside. We are greeted to some humans with guns shooting at Camerawoman. The bullets do absolutely nothing to Camerawoman. As soon as she notices that they are not threats, she lowers her weapon. The human in front tells everyone to stop blasting, and he notices that she is not a threat and asks if she is an ally. There's a brief pause, then we get to see Camerawoman give a thumbs up. Now let's take a moment here to completely analyze the situation that these humans are in. We have what seems to be a scientist in the back, a few heavily equipped normal people, and then one gunsman. They all have headphones on, which means that they have taken notice to how the Skibidi toilets take over humans. Now, there is one specific detail that I left out here. We get to see another human in the left corner of the room. This guy is holding onto something and stares down Camerawoman. During this little meetup that transpires here, we get to see his face actually distort into a smiling face for a brief second. Now, this actually makes sense because he is the only human in here with no headphones on. So it seems that this guy did not know about how the Skibidi toilets infect other people and is now starting to feel the effects of the infection.